story is more than what hobbits and elves know.
Hello, what's up, guys? Welcome, welcome. Gotta come up here and repair some stuff. Hello, welcome, welcome. Let's see, we'll use the Raven. Welcome to the stream, guys. What's up? Nice. So the last stream, we almost ended up filling this entire thing, but stopped a little bit short. So today we're gonna finish this up. I'm gonna need to get some more of these, obviously. Fill it up. And then I need to decorate the top floor, which will be their living quarters. So yeah. Let's get to work. Trying to think if I just want this whole floor to be open or if I want the if I wanted to partition it, because it's kind of small anyway, but let's light this up first. So if I'm gonna section this off, then it's gonna be, let's see. Could do lattice work again. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Forgot I have to do that every single time now. Destroying the pieces after a long session away resets the stability. Otherwise, you're gonna have some problems. That didn't work out as well as I thought it would. Let's just go half block in as opposed to the full. Building a bed, by the way, so. How's everyone doing today? Kind of late for me to stream usually. This is a new day for me to stream, so we'll see how it goes. People like it, I'll keep doing it, but Sunday was the only day I think I could think about streaming again. abode. Why not? Guess that's not a huge deal. I would like to use the abode one though. So we're gonna place this down, and then maybe not, I guess. Great, that lined up pretty good. Very nice. Need more iolite. Need more Numenorian cloth. Might visit my old warehouse world really quick. So 1 second, guys. I'm gonna pop out of this world. Make sure I save. And let's pop into Ye Old A Guild Resources world. Yeah. I'll move the mic really quick. Great. Okay. And I believe I need some of that. Don't think I need anything else. Let's be sure. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on all this other stuff. Oh, you know what? I did need the barrel. Interesting. No more barrel. Let's check these. Alright, now that we've done a resource run, Let's get back to it. Welcome to the stream, guys. What's up? How you doing? Alright, we're back in this world. Let's go. Nice, alright. Now we can continue this build of this bed. So I wanted to use certain colors that were not available to me. I need that centered. There you go. Okay. Maybe not. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Easy fix, fortunately. Okay. Cool. We were able to fix it. We did not break anything. At least, not without repairing it. Okay. Need a torch. There we go. Hello! What up? The sound... The Streamlabs chat got away from me. Hey, Dwarven Gingy, how are you? I am doing really good, by the way. How's your evening been or night? Pretty good, actually. Not a bad day at work today. Kazadai Menu. Hi, Nolia. I saw your TikTok of your cat today. It was very cute. It is quite big, fortunately. Yes, no problem. He made an appearance on stream after you hopped off last time. Damn, I need to go watch it then. This is unfortunately too big. Let's see. I added some audio filters, by the way, to my microphone, so let me know how that sounds for you guys. I'm still getting a little bit of like sound and feedback, so I might have to like turn down my gain or something. Hey, Xbeard. Both you and the game sound good to me. That's good. I'm trying to get no green bar when I have the sound filters and such. But I have a feeling if I do that, no one's gonna hear me because I'm a soft-spoken person IRL, so you know, I have to speak a lot louder anyway. Do you harvest everything for your builds? Do you ever use the warehouse servers? I have dipped into the warehouse before, although for this world, only for certain materials that I myself don't have from like 1200 hours of gameplay. Usually those materials are like iolite, you know, the stuff to make purple banners or flags. But for the most part, Hey Kyle, how are you? For the most part, I have my own plethora of worlds and stuff that I've played. I played it really a lot. Selmac from the Discord. Oh, nice. How are you? Anyway, so I've played this game like 1300 hours. I have like 690 something hours in Epic, and then like another basically 500 hours in Steam. So I played so much sandboxes that I just have a lot of resources as well. So that's kind of how I have a lot of resources in the first place. Oh. There you go. So I've cleared many a sandbox world to get all the resources that I have. So it's kind of like a combo for me. I dip into my own stores, and then there was this like guild back in the day, Builders Guild, I believe. And they handed me some file that had like every resource in the game back when like there was still a working Fat Stacks mod that was made by someone else at the time, and it had like 999 of every resource. It was like the warehouse before the warehouse server. Yeah, I know now it's updated, but for a time there it was like it like didn't work, because the person that updated it just didn't do it anymore. And this new guy is a completely different person, I think, that does the Fat Stacks. But anyway, that old world that guild gave me was like 3 backpacks on the ground, and it had like every resource in the game just like scattered around it. And I boot up that world from time to time. That's cool, yeah. I'm trying to work on stockpiles from sandboxes. You'll get there eventually. I mean, if you have a quarry master and you just go in... You just go in there, you'll eventually, you know, clear some stuff. The only mod I'm using is the one that lets you use more than one epic. Honestly, like, I have that one too. I don't have it installed at the moment, but that one I've used a lot. It's one of my favorite ones. I like being able to carry, like, more than one Wonder Keg. I used the warehouses for fine leather, though. Didn't want to go back to get that much hide. Yeah, that stuff takes a lot of salt, too, so, which is, you know, if you've played a couple of sandboxes, you'll get a lot of it, but I really like the Epic Torch. Yeah, I wish there were different hues other than blue. I don't mind that it's very bright and blue, but I would also like a different color. The reason why I use the regular torch is because I prefer the warm color of the fire. And so, it sounds kind of strange, but I actually prefer this torch for that reason. Well, I think we had this convo on the Discord. Oh yeah. Yeah, we did. That was earlier today. I totally forgot. A lot of stuff happens at work, so I'm just... By the time I get home from work, it's more of a... me trying to function. It creates a really weird spotlight, by the way, the torch. Like, when someone else is wearing it, and it's, like, on the little slot on their backpack, and, like, if you look behind them, it's like a spotlight. And, who is it? Nolia had it on Friday, and we noticed that it was like a... it makes like a spotlight from the back of it. Yeah, it like the way that it shines is kind of weird. Yeah, no problem, man. On the sinister advice thing. Yeah, like I've played around a lot with lights in this game. That's not good. Okay. My dog is home. And so is my wife. Okay. This part right here is giving me some problems. There. And just making sure. Pupper more important than wife. I mean, hey, like, maybe TMI for you guys, but a long time ago I had an ex that gave me an ultimatum on my dog. And she was like, it's either me or the dog, and here's the context. The context is that, like, at the time, because I got my dog from my sister, who couldn't take care of him anymore, and she was like, it's either me or the dog. And I was like, well, bye, I guess. And, like, I'm paraphrasing there quite a lot, but, like, I wouldn't abandon the dog, right? Because that's fucked up. And, sorry, I dropped an F-bomb there, but, like, yeah, that shows my dog, and, long story short, separated from that person, and here I am, because I had him when he was 6 months, and now he's 8 years old, so here I am now, 7.5 years later with my dog still. I would do the same. Yeah, man. Dogs are good. Dogs are amazing. My dog is he's a husky German Shepherd mix. He has a heterochromia, so one of his eyes is blue and one of his eyes is brown. It's really cute. Maybe not. Dude. Oh, my dog. You guys can't see it, but my dog's laying next to me in the bedroom here. So he came to see Papa. I totally would have chosen my late dog, Ladybird, over any guy I rescued her at 8 months old from an abusive owner. Oh, that's awesome, man. Time for the doggo cam. Yeah, I do have a webcam. I haven't turned it on yet, but I will be turning it on soon. I wish I could, like... How do I, like, share, like photos? Because I have photos of my dog. How do I, like... Nolia, are you still here? How do I change the source so that I can, like, show a photo of my dog? I will share it in the I will share a picture of my dog in the off-topic thread on the RTM Discord, by the way, while I figure that out. But yeah, he's a good boy. I love him. Let me find a good picture. All albums, gallery, recent. Oh, here's a good one. And then, how about... Where is he at? Oh, here's one in his, in a hat. Wait, maybe not that one. Here's a good one. Yeah. Okay, now I can bring up the chat again. Yeah, she'd been with me since 2011, and she was there by my side with every pregnancy. She sadly passed away 6 days after I had my last child. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, Gingy. RIP. Yeah, that's a long time. 12 to 13 years, man. That's insane. She lived a long and happy life. That's all I'm trying to do for my dog, too. Long and happy life. He's getting kind of old now. My dog is in the off-topic channel in the RTM Discord, by the way, for those who are curious about my dog. So, Pomorgi, Pom Pom, and Corgi mix. That sounds adorable. I would need to see that to visualize it. post a picture for the Discord. I will look out for it. Is that too crowded? Let's see how this feels overall. Gosh, I'm playing guesswork here. Okay, there you go. Maybe it was a bad idea to put that flag right there. I'm gonna check out your dog if you haven't posted it already. I saw your comment somewhere. He's a big boy too. He's like 80 pounds. He almost stands as tall as I do, and I'm about 5'8" in real life. He's a big boy. And side table is like too big, but how about low bench? I guess I'm gonna have to go with the side table thing. It's just so big for a side table. Wish you could get like a nightstand. Where's the picture of the dog? I wanna see. Alright, let's put a chest right here. Elven chest, probably? Or this one. Could do this one. Elven chest is kind of big. Yeah. Actually, I like the low light in here. Just the one little candle. Looks nice. Put another string of lights right there. Okay, and now I need to to figure out what I'm gonna do with the rest of this room. Okay, so it tells me she's quite organized, so let's make small closet. Put a roof on this dang thing. Right. I guess while we're on the topic of pets, how many pets do you guys have? If you have any. Or how many pets have you had in the past? I've had all dogs, and I think I've had one cat my entire life. Someone might think you love to build. Hi, Grandma. How are you? And yes, I do. I love building. Quite a lot. I like the sound. It's kind of like connecting Legos or something. I used to play with Legos a lot as a kid. Yes, another one. Another one. Actually, if you guys look over here and peep the name of the person that this is for. So, yeah. It's Eppurs. Eppurs' bookstore. Eppurs told me that she really liked to read back in the day. And, so, figured that, you know, the bookstore should go to her, because that just makes sense, so... Currently have 4 dogs. Was up to 6 a few years ago. Man, you're living the dream, man. I wish I could have that many dogs. Dang, I don't have any outfits for this. 4 here. Eppurs seems like a great human. Yeah, from what I've gathered too, I've talked to her a little bit. She seems like a really nice person. I have 4 dogs and 5 cats. 2 dogs and a kitten travel with us, and our 5th wheel, the kitten, is doing well walking on her leash. She gets a lot of attention. Oh, that's awesome. I could never do more than 2 again. The pack mentality can get intense. I wouldn't know, personally. I've never had that many dogs at a time. 2 dogs is what I've had most of my life. Or I should say that 2 dogs is the most I've had at a time. My very first dog that I can remember was a German Shepherd. His name was King, and I loved that dog to bits. But he got taken away once, back a while ago. Because I guess he got out and he did some bad stuff, so they took him away. And that's all I remember as a kid. I was like really young then. Then our family dog ended up being a Chihuahua. Her name was Tootsie, and she lived for quite a long time, actually. I think like 18 years or something. It was crazy. Like since 03, she was here, and she only recently died like 2 years ago. Otay, I posted her pics. I must see. Oh my gosh. What a cutie. I love her cute face. It's just, what a cute dog, dude. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Gigi. The dog pics are going in the off-topic channel in the Discord, by the way, if anyone's curious. So you got this bed. And got walk-in closet. In my 33 years of life, I've had a total of 3 dogs and 3 cats, but after my last cat got killed, I just couldn't get another one. I wanted to get another doggo since she was so close to my son. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your cat. That's rough. Dogs are amazing too. Both of them are really amazing. A lot of my friends have cats. A lot of my friends have lots of cats, actually, now that I think about it. Oh yeah, I need to put a hearth in here. Well, that's not gonna work. Well, shoot. I could push it into the wall. He had 2 full years with her, and he still, after 2 years, asks where is she, so I just tell him in heaven with his big sister. Aww. That hurts. Where do you get your music? I feel like I'm in a spa. There's a guy on YouTube. His name is Symbology Cinematics. I have him linked in the description of the video, or at least his username is there. And he sells his license for $12. He has a lot of really good ambient music, and he's a really cool dude too. So that's where I get my music from. It's a really reasonable price too. I paid to like play all of his music, and then he gave me a discount actually. I believe it's like $12 to license his music out. But yeah, he gave me a discount on that. He gave me a 50% discount off of all of his music, and then for the future I only have to pay like $6 if I want to, you know, use one of his tracks. Not every single time, by the way. You just have to buy it one time, and then from there, you know, you just use it. You just have to put the little thing in the description of the video like I did. This track is called Misty Mountains, and the artwork he does for it is pretty neat too. Like, it's like Gandalf sitting on the top of the Misty Mountains, or I believe, yeah, just like chilling on the Misty Mountains. It's cool. Like a nice facial with cucumber slices on my eyes and a nice big mojito. Yo. Mojitos are bomb, dude. See, if I hadn't taken my medication today, I would totally have a drink. I can't. I took my medication today. Damn. Being healthy, or I guess caring about your mental health, has consequences of the fun kind. Nice. Okay, that worked out pretty good. The space was not an issue. No, I don't like that. I'll just leave it like that. Ah. Listen, sir, from about 8 a.m. until 9 p.m. I'm chasing a 4, 3, and 2-year-old, and then from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. I still got the 2-year-old. That sounds like a handful. Medication is more important anyway. Yeah, true. It's valid. The music seems like good sitting on the deck overlooking my valley at sunset while smoking a pipe and sipping a bourbon. Man, you know what? I still have that full bottle of Gentleman Jack at my parents' place. I need to go get that, man. Some good whiskey. I still prefer mead in almost all cases, but don't mind a bottle of Gentleman Jack every once in a while, or at least a couple shots. Thankfully, I got an amazing hubs who helps me even after long work days. That's awesome. Good on him. My wife and I don't have kids yet, so we're living the dual income, no kids life at the moment. I don't like that these aren't the same height. Yes, you... Oh, yes you do. Your doggo is your child. Yeah, that's true. I do treat him like that, too. I spoil the fuck out of that dog. Sorry, another F-bomb there. I really need to tone that down, by the way. And the reason being, since you guys are all here, is I actually got invited to do the creator program as well, and I will be streaming this Thursday. I have a time slot on Thursday for the Steam feature, I think. Yeah, Thursday at my usual time, 12:30 to 3:30. Yeah, it's cool. And Sean was telling me all the rules and stuff, and he's like, you know, the game's PG-13, so we don't mind if you swear a little bit, but he's like, don't go overboard. And I'm like, oh, and I'm like, wait, I need to go back through all my streams and see how many I do. I also have a sailor mouth. I'm gonna start another track, so sorry, the music went off for a bit there, but I usually have it on like repeat, but I guess I did not do it that time. So let's play the old one. This is the first one of that guy's music I used. You'll get no complaints from me. I try my hardest. I have sailor mouth. Yeah, same. Me googling what's allowed in PG-13. Just say fudge instead of the F-bomb. That's really hard for me, dude. You don't understand. I've been conditioned. I learned all of the curse words in Spanish first, and then I learned them in English, and I heard them repeated every single day. Oh frack, lol, for what WT if I say what the guacamole. I think I'll just use the SpongeBob stuff. Like, what the barnacles is going on here? Or maybe that dolphin sound. You know that dolphin sound where like they use the sailor curse words and it's just the dolphin sound. I'll just get a soundboard and I'll just do the dolphin sound whenever I want to curse. Each one of my munchkins have said, oh shit. Hey, I mean, look, there are a lot of situations, to be fair, where you say oh shit and it's completely warranted. Remember my parents tried and failed to like get us to not curse anymore. And yeah, it was just not, it did not work out for them. So I think my parents just gave up at some point or another. Besides, like, my parents curse, like, every single day. I can't even be mad. My youngest, she literally goes, oh, shit. That reminds me of, I don't know if anyone else watches, YouTube, like, a lot here, but there's this, YouTube channel, old YouTube channel. It's called Whitest Kids You Know, and I always love the Hamlet skit, and that is amazing. I love that skit so much, and so many of their other skits too that me and my friends used to repeat from back in the day. I am starving. She slow-mo it. I think I'll just make this storage appear. Super basic storage. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's just storage. Past my bedtime. I'll finish this in the morning. Thanks for streaming a build again. Thank you for watching my build. I appreciate it. Sorry I couldn't hear you guys during your stream earlier today, but I managed to lurk at work, so. But thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Well, yeah, my hubs will look at me and I just go, oh, I don't know where they got that from. We appreciate you hanging out. Yeah. It was weird because I was just watching your guys' stream and there's like no sound, and I'm like, I see the chat going at least, so. Yeah, I need some outfits for this. Also, there needs to be a table somewhere. Kind of cozy. So do you use the elven chest for aesthetics, or just not like the look of the ornate ones? I use it for the aesthetic, because the elven chest looks like something that, like, I don't know. I like the look of it. Like, it doesn't really look elven, you know what I mean? Aside from, like, the lock. I mean, there's, like, a really nice dwarf face on it, too. And, yeah, I just like the overall aesthetic of the elven versus the ornate. I do like the ornate one, though. I won't discount the ornate one for the massive amount of storage that it provides, but, you know, it's also very big. And you can't really mush it together, so if you're trying to mush things together in a small space, either a lot of these regular ones would do, or a couple of those elven ones too, because you can kind of like phase them in there. So that's my opinion, but I think you can get overall way more slots of storage if you stuff a bunch of elven chests in a storage solution as opposed to a bunch of ornate ones, because the ornate ones have like a really weird like hitbox too. There's nowhere for this to go, dudes. I think this is cozy enough, though, to be fair. Yeah, I've only had one or two of the ornate. I haven't really fully settled on one seed, been exploring different seeds. Yeah, it's really fun. Like, I have an ornate chest here, because it makes sense, you know? But I don't, other than that, I don't really... If it's my base, I'll use them. But if it's like anything else, like aesthetically, I would use the elven one. Oh. Well, I have to fix that, don't I? There you go. I just realized that Eppurs has all this really fancy stuff, but nowhere to eat. That's hilarious. Okay, well. Let's try to make the best use of the space here. To go back downstairs and repair that too. Think. Oh, no, we're good. Cool. Any game that has a seed, I have to do my kids' birth years. That's a cool way to do it. I usually just go for like the all one number thing and see how that goes. I know like Axebeard started a server a while back and the seed number was like 777777777. And it actually was a decent seed. I ended up building like a bunch of stuff in there. And then we all stopped playing it because we got distracted with our own stuff. The 7 seed was Miriak's idea originally? Oh, okay. You know, I have some builds in there that I have to log in and, like, look at again because, like, I know the server's still up, but, like, man, I totally forgot, to be honest. I totally forgot. Like, not that I forgot that it was there, but, like, I totally forgot that I was doing some kind of concentrated effort to build in that world. I think I got distracted with, you know, this, so that's maybe that's not the best solution. Let's do... Okay, it'll look weird, but I mean, at least she has somewhere to eat. Holy cow! Totally how could I forget like a kitchen? It's to go in the top fails for me. Building fails. On here, their birth year seed, you literally start off right outside of a dwarves ruin, and then on 2 to 3 connected sides lead to other dwarven ruins. Like, got a whole city, basically. Wow, that's awesome. Sounds awesome, too. I'm gonna do just 2 blocks instead of a full barrier. I don't mind the way it came out, it just... I need to use more space. That stinker. I thought he got crushed by the dragon. Yeah, I was like, where's the main little beginning area you get in campaign? It took me 45 minutes to find it. Wow. Was that a sandbox? Just curious. Sounds like it was a sandbox. Okay, yeah. I love the way the sandboxes are generated for those, like, beginning areas, because you get a lot of those, like, the sewer areas that you don't usually get until, like, the later game. Very cozy. That kind of covers the... Darn. Ah, dude. This is like the perfect place for this. Hold on. Cabinet trick. Lineup though. What's crazy is before I discovered it, I had already found the elven quarters. Wow. I've had a bunch of seeds like that. Like after a while though, I feel like after a while of playing sandbox, sometimes, not all the time by the way, but sometimes you can kind of like predict how the seed's gonna generate. Or like you can predict where certain areas are going to be. Nice, dudes. That cabinet trick from the other manor worked really nicely here, I think. I like that. It's so cool. Okay, now I need to make stuff for this. I need to make 2 outfits. I hope Eppurs hops online soon and tells me what their favorite outfits are, because I have no idea. I'm just gonna completely like take a guess at it, so I'm gonna have to borrow that from you. Yeah, go for it. Like you know, if people get inspired from stuff I build, or they do their own spin on it, or you know, anything like that, I think that's cool. Gets more people building in the game. That's what I want. The building in this game is actually decent. That cabinet is awesome. You're often so clever with your build. Thank you, Grandma. I appreciate that. I wish they would give us actual, like, hanging cabinets. But that's okay. I mean... and what... Can't call this complete without their own personal brew kettle. Oh. Nice. Kind of crowded, but it works. Actually, I could have just put it over here. There's way more space over here. Sorry, oats and cranberries. Ooh. Why not? Cool. kind of dark over here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now I need to go back to the keep so that I can fill this up with books. Hopefully I have enough books and scrolls and stuff. Why did this break? Huh. Okay, well, this is another one of those situations. There you go. It was the foundation. Where's the nearest mapstone? Actually, I could just place one. I have the resources. To the keep. Oh my gosh, how did I lose that much stamina already, dude? Hopefully I have stuff in here. Nope. Some keys. Nope. 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 Wait, I had scrolls right there. 13 scrolls. Okay. And that one's empty. Okay, I think there's another chest down here full of stuff. Hopefully you guys don't get sick for me parkouring like this, so sorry in advance if you do. Alright. 5-1. Dev items in here. Nope. Wow, I really don't have a lot of those, huh? All I can picture is TMNT. Yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, here's in a half shell. Turtle power! That's looking good from here. Add another sign right here. Needs to be symmetrical. Nice. Man, I need to get some more of them build lore stuff. I never thought I would say that. I need more build lore stuff. I usually just toss the dang things away. Yeah, this is done. Awesome. Eppurs' bookstore, everyone. I'm adding in some more lights, though, here and there, so that it doesn't look so darn dark in random corners. The only thing I don't like about the candelabras and stuff is the light they give off is very faint. But, I mean, I love it. I love the aesthetic. Yeah, I got them stashed on my very first sandbox. I think it's like 100 to 150 each. Dang. Yeah. Yeah, see, like in a normal playthrough, I'm tossing those things, dude. Like, I'm like, ugh. So, Eppurs has a really nice bed with curtains. Purple. Got a window. Really nice bed. I accidentally claimed it, but yeah, I'll claim the other one back at the keep. Books. Their own personal brew. Really nice, compact kitchen. Walk-in closet. Nice view of those really fancy windows. And extra storage. I should add some light in here too, huh? I think just the one candle would do. Extra storage. Because who knows? Who knows if you'll need the extra storage or not. And a vast selection of books. See, some of these books are just, you know, how to dwarf 101 or how to make forks by Myriac for Max. Yeah, this is good. I was kind of like skeptical about the wood frame, because a lot of the RNG buildings do that, and I was like, you know, we don't have a lot of those like super curvy pieces, so nice. You can kind of see the lights over there too. Yeah, and here's my very rudimentary wall solution to keep orcs from walking in on me while I'm building. Just like adamant walls just placed in the middle of pathways. If it works, it works. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of places they can come from in here, to be fair, so it's like, I don't know, dude. Like, that autosave is killing me. Okay. There's a lot of places they could come from in here. My hearth radius is insane in here, but, like, it... You know, they'll still, like, walk up from, like, those stairs over there. Over there. There's something over there. Alright, now I'm gonna fix this bridge, and it's been bothering me. I have it... Why is that floating? Cool. Dwarf magic. Okay, anyway, it's been this bridge has been bothering me. I think I might just make it an open bridge. This bridge is usually broken, and it's not symmetrical, and that's the main reason why I'm, like, you know, nah about it. So if I go like half a block higher, it'll be symmetrical, but oh, the 21st hall. Yeah, that's a good place. My 21st hall is very empty. But I still have the troll there. It's over there. Troll's still over there. And I think some of the buildings are still there, too, actually. I don't think I demolished those. Okay. So, FYI for other people, this thing is usually broken. It's a small bridge. You can kind of see it right there. But I went under it with Lythenian a while back, and I went under it with the archways and the adamant stout barricades and stuff. After you study the tomes or scrolls, how much time do you have to build something in order to possibly save on resources? Even with the strongest form of the buff, in my opinion, it's not long enough because, well, for me anyway, and I've gotten that feedback too from Axebeard and others. By the time that I finally decide on what I want to place or build, the buff is already almost out, so it doesn't last very long. And I don't have the strongest version of the buff, so this might not be a good test. But for example, the books are relatively close to what I'm building, so let my dwarf just ponder for a second, and then so you got this build lore apprentice, right? I'm almost already a quarter done, and I haven't even placed my first build piece yet. So and it didn't even proc those 2 times. So I'm while I'm trying to select stuff, right? And there you go. And now it's already gone, right? It's already gone. I placed 6 pieces, and the effect didn't even proc once, by the way. But to be fair, I didn't have the strongest version of the buff, so that's not a good test. But it should be longer. I don't even. Yeah. What Axebeard said, I just basically use it as another bookshelf, just a bigger bookshelf. It'd be nice if maybe we could get a brew in the future to buff us for the building. That would probably be a lot more useful, and it probably lasts a lot longer than the build lore buff, for sure. But yeah, basically, I don't think that buff lasted me more than a minute. I'll have to roll it back and see, and, actually, actually watch the footage, but, I don't think that buff lasted me more than a minute. Or buff the lore time. Yeah, I think, honestly, the idea is great. It just needs to be way longer. And if you're not gonna give me a high chance of success, right, then it for sure needs to be longer. For sure. 100% needs to be longer. I figured maybe as soon as the line disappeared that indicates the bath, it was probably over. Did you mean the buff? Okay, yeah. I was like, bath? There's a bath in the game? Did I miss something? I can bathe myself now? My dwarf probably does stink a lot, to be fair. 251 days without showering. I mean, I think most people would smell pretty bad. Maybe as soon as the line disappeared, I think it's yeah, the idea behind the build lore buff was the right direction, in my opinion, for them to go in. It's just it sincerely does need to be a lot longer. You could just jump in the water, die, come back clean. It worked for Gandalf. Yeah, the main things I'd like to see in the future is a dismantling bench so we get some resources back, and it'd be cool. But it's only me dreaming. Or for after you beat the story, NPC dwarves. Hey, anything's possible at this point, and, the devs have said, in the past that you know, that's something that they really want to bring us, is the NPCs. And I know they don't, like, make promises unless they can deliver, but they've delivered on quite a lot that they've said they were going to deliver on. And I think that's good. So I have hope. I have a lot of hope for those NPCs. I won't have too much hope. Like, I'll temper my hope, you know, but, like, they said it's something they really want to bring us. I trust them. I trust that they'll get it done. Man, my column work here needs to be a lot better. I need to do something about it. I hope so. It ain't gonna be now or in the next few months. I just want to see it. Because that would just be cool as hell. You could reclaim Moria, so all the dwarves could come back. You log on day one and bam, see dwarves. Silent update. Hey, you know, like, something that I will say about survival craft games is that not a single survival craft game had all of the features that it had day one, day whatever, right? Like, it took forever. It took forever for those updates to come, and especially in the case of a really recent game that comes to mind is Enshrouded, and I played that game a little bit too. That game has NPCs, and the NPCs function by essentially giving you recipes and being able to craft certain items for you in certain workstations, right? They didn't add that into the game initially at all. And the way that you discovered recipes and stuff was like this, right? Like, you would discover things and it would unlock. But now they have a bunch of NPCs, and it took them a while to do it. But I think that really worked out for them, because now they have tons of NPCs and the game feels alive, even if those NPCs don't really do anything, right? They don't, like, contribute to dialogue or story or anything. The fact that they're just there roaming around and then they sleep or eat or something, it helps a lot. And so even if NPCs were just, you know, static people, dwarves that just lived in your world, I think that would go a long way for, like, making the world feel more alive. I mean, if they have the functionalities, that's cool, you know, but I want them to iron out the functionalities first. I also want to be able to dress up my dwarves too, you know? Like, I want to be able to, like, give them outfits to wear, or give them armor to wear if they're on my watch or something. Because, hey, I'm gonna mention it again, but in Hello Kitty Island Adventure, which plays a lot like Animal Crossing, you can dress up your villagers. You can ask them to wear different outfits, and that's awesome. I want to be able to do that for NPCs in this game too. No, Axebeard's gonna be like, don't ever mention that game ever again, or something. I don't want my game to be, I don't want the dwarf game to be like Hello Kitty Island Adventure. The wardrobe is was a surprising update for me. I didn't think that they were gonna go for a transmog system, partially because there are a lot of arbor sets in the game, but I didn't think that there was like enough of them that, you know, adding a whole transmog system was warranted, you know. So that really surprised me, and the fact that it's really cheap too. The fact that it's really cheap to do that. You talk about it all. You talk about it all you. I'm just not playing it, and I don't want cats in my mountain. You don't even want like cats as pets, dude. You know, just roaming around, and they just like, you know, they give you a little meow, and you know, they like brush up against your leg or something. You don't want that in the game. Come on, man. Can we have doggos? Look, I would love goats first. Goat companions first. Ah, dude, this thing is killing me. Okay. Goats first, then doggos, then cats, but only if they are bigger than the snack rats. Be a massive cat, dude. Imagine the snack rats are already pretty big if they're already like the size, almost the size of a dwarf. Like the cat would have to be even bigger than that. It's insane. The rad roaches from Fallout. Yeah. Yeah, you know, like I fucking hate roaches, dude. I'm so, like, man. I hate them. I do not like the look of them. I know that, like, they're ultimately harmless. I don't want them anywhere near me. I will kill them on sight. In fact, I'll tell you some horror story. When I used to live in Arizona in a mobile trailer, you know, times were rough back then, but for me, and I used to live pretty close to the train tracks, so we would get those really big, I would get those really big roaches, the ones that fly, and I hated that so much. I hated them. There were so many roaches that I had a bottle of Raid in every room in the house, and before I even they're not the hissing ones, I guess. They don't hiss, they fly though. They're huge. They're like at least this, they can be at least the size of your fist at times. Maybe a little bit smaller than that, but like, but yeah, like the ones that fly, I despise. The ones that don't fly, okay, they're a little bit less worse, but I still will kill them on sight. I'm sorry. Just not gonna work with me, huh? I guess I'll have to abandon the whole column idea right here. Oh. That didn't work out for you. Wow, I got a black diamond out of that. Anyway, so back to the horror story. Those big roaches in my mobile trailer, before I even moved into the place, I fumigated it because, you know, the neighbors told me that, hey, like, there's a lot of roaches, you should do that, you know? And so I did, and man, like, I swept up a whole pile of roaches. I'm not even lying. Like, at least 2 piles of just dead roaches. Mostly those German ones, but man, dude, that was insane. Holy cow. Yeah. I grew up in the backwoods of Virginia, and we had wolf rats. I woke up one night and with 2 crawling on me. Ew. Mind you, they're as long as a damn football and decently fat bastards. I beat both with a flashlight. Oh my god. I would be afraid to go back to sleep, personally. I mean, like, rats don't bother me as much, but man, if I woke up and one was just like chilling on me, I would probably also flip just a bit. Yes, Grandma. The orcs are drama queens when they die. Need to find some kind of solution here. Can't tell me I can't do my columns. How am I supposed to build a bridge? That worked out somehow. I'm not gonna question it, but it did. Yeah, I didn't go back to sleep because wolf rats don't care if you're blocking their way or not. They will still try to eat you. So I stayed up, and I didn't want to go to school the next morning. Couldn't wait to go. Couldn't wait to go. I assume you mean couldn't wait to leave. Yeah, that would... Yeah, I would not go to sleep either. I don't blame you. That would have me on high alert for the next who knows how long, but it would have me on high alert. This symmetry here is, like, not ideal. Just on this side, too. Like, that other side is fine, but... This is why I ended up stopping, by the way, the last time. Because I was, like, trying so many different things. Okay, that isn't so bad, actually. I do need another railing though, because yeah, you can jump right here. Yeah, well, usually the snakes would eat them before they got in the house. Man, snakes. Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Prefer the snakes to the rats. Yeah, I mean, at least the snakes will, for the most part, leave you alone. Right? Not even gonna bother with it anymore. We used to get those Arizona Diamondbacks, rattlesnakes, back in Arizona when I used to live there. Used to see them a lot on hiking trails and such. They're pretty scary when you walk up on them and they start hissing at you. What's wrong, buddy? My dog's trying to open the door. He wants to go out. Oh. Wow, good boy. He opened the door, dudes. We've always known that he could open the door, but that's like the first time I've seen him do it. He like uses his nose to move the because we have those like handles, the like the lever handles, the handle doors. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, but like the ones that you could just open, and if they're, you know, that you just gotta push them the rest of the way. Yeah. Yeah, those ones. When I lived in Montana, they had these big old hairy wolf spiders that would jump out of the hole and chase you. I hate spiders, dude. That would make me scared as a kid. I would probably still be scared today as an adult too, to be fair, but especially as a kid. Fun story. That ex that I mentioned earlier that gave me the ultimatum with my dog, with my current dog, she brought home a tarantula from Mexico. And then she didn't consult me about this, by the way. She knew I hated spiders. And like one night when I was like, you know, sitting down gaming in front of the TV, because we had like a cage for it, and like, but the cage wasn't like, you know, absolute or anything like that. Like the top for the cage was like a little thin piece of paper, kind of, right, that could be pushed open in theory. And so while I was sitting there, I saw something move out of the corner of my eye, and I turn over and I see the tarantula like slowly like approaching me, and then I got spooked, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I jumped, and then like the tarantula just like sped like super fast, because it was like one of those Mexican tarantula spiders, so like it moves fast. It was the running ones, and it sprinted behind the nightstand, and I woke her up and I was like, hey, your spider got out. And so we got, you know, like those big old cereal boxes from Costco, you know, like when you buy them and they're like a big like rectangle box with like multiple bags of cereal in it. We got an empty box of that, and we pushed it in with a broom, and then like we had to put like a binder and stuff on top of its little enclosing that we had for it so they wouldn't get out again. And yeah, that was quite a night. My hubs has arachnophobia, and sadly we got some big spiders, and I came across one about the size of circumference of a large McDonald cup. Oh my god. See, I'd feel helpless in that situation. So if you're scared of it and I'm scared of it, then who's gonna kill it? My hubs would kill me if I brought one home. Yeah, like. Oh yeah, he burned it. Wow, how did he burn it? I'm curious. How did he burn it? Ah. Autosave. Aerosol hairspray and a lighter. Oh my god. You know, I was thinking that that's what it was, but yeah. Hey, Eppurs. Oh, Eppurs, you came just in time. I just finished your bookstore. You ready to see it? I even have the name up here. Okay, so let's go inside. You just woke up? Well, good morning. So, you got quite the bookstore here. So, you got a lot of stuff. Many selections. How to Make a Fork 101 by Mariak Firmax. How to Tame a Goat by Axebeard. How to Starve to Death by Lythenian, you know. And they got these little reading nooks for when guests come over here and, you know, they're just like, you know, they want to read or something while they're visiting the store. So it's on both sides. I think that was a cool addition to have. You got your counter back here with your gold register. So there's no gold in there yet, but I will have some gold in there. And then this is you live here. So this is your upstairs quarters, and it's kind of cozy. So you got really tall archway ceilings, and this is the bed. And it's got your bed, a chest, dresser, some lights, and a candle. And you can kind of see there's a window right here too. And I stuffed this hearth in the wall so that, you know, you could get like hearth warmth. And you got the 2 brew kegs right here. And over here, you have a walk-in closet. I built one for you as well. And I don't know what armor you wear. You need to tell me so that I can put them on these armor stands. And this is your kitchen, your really small kitchen, but it's compact and it's very functional. So you got the cabinets right here that you can easily reach, a stove, a roasting pit, a oven, and a meal table. And then you have out here on both sides, you can look, you know, out there. And up this ladder, you have extra storage. Very nice storage, too. Extra storage for many things. But yeah, it's really cozy and it's really small. But I think this is good. Also, I need to restart the music. Hold on. You spoil me. I love it. Yeah, Eppurs' bookstore, nestled right in this, where there's usually an RNG building. But yeah, now it's Eppurs' own bookstore next to the Gold Rock Manor. The size is perfect. I'm glad you think so. It was a really tough space to work with, especially earlier. If you ever happen to watch the recording of the stream, the like, I totally forgot. Like, after I set up your bed and stuff, I was like, wait, how are you gonna eat? And then I had to build the whole kitchen. I tore down walls and stuff so I could fit all that stuff in there. And now I'm working on this bridge that I've been struggling with for the last couple of days, so... Basically, every time I touch this bridge build, I end up tearing it down and rebuilding it completely again. But yeah, I hope you like your bookstore. No problem. Yeah, I think you got a good spot too, right underneath all of the Durins that I placed up there on the way up to the keep. So. And Gold Rock Manor, I haven't really decided who that belongs to yet. So it's still just called Gold Rock Manor for now, but... Okay, let's look at that from a distance. But thanks for tuning in so early, by the way. Must be really early over there. Germany. It's not my usual time to stream either. I just started streaming on a Sunday because I decided, you know what, I should probably do that. It's the only day that makes sense. 6:30? Wow. You could not pay me enough to wake up at that time. I mean, that's just me. I'm not a morning person, but... you have to wake up for the fur babies. That's how I end up waking up early too, is my dog. He'll cry. He'll stand next to my bed. He'll pace around. He'll cry. He'll be like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And then he'll just look at me. I'll be like half awake on the bed, and he'll just be staring at me with his one blue eye and his one brown eye. Why did that not get aligned? I'm so confused. From 19 to 22, I had to work from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m., but never left the store until 10 a.m. because the day shift morning manager was very incompetent. That sucks. I'm sorry you went through that. I used to be on the night shift as well. It wasn't until like maybe like a year ago or so that I finally got off the night shift. And it's way better for your health. Oh, so your puppers is preparing you for kids. See, wakes you up early like babies do. Yeah, he's quite the crybaby, actually. That's way too narrow. I used to do the 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. as well back in the day. And then that was actually at the casino as well. I did so many different variations of that shift. I did 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. I started off 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. Then I moved to 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the morning. Then 10 to 6, and I did 10 to 6 for a very, very long time. And I've done overnight shifts, basically since I ever started working. And my first job was McDonald's, actually. And they used to have me work all kinds of different shifts at that McDonald's. And I worked morning shift, I worked late shift, I worked every shift. It was very... very exhausting. Excuse me. And shit, no way I'm gonna do that shift now after having kids, man. I struggle staying up until 4 or 5 a.m. You know, just cutting in teeth. She's got 6 to 7 teeth coming in at the same time. I'm not kidding you. Not teething, multiple teeth. Damn. Excuse me. Okay, I'm liking this. This is not bad. I gotta do the roof. bit late, but my cats walk all over me and chirp and get into my face. Be glad your dog stays next to the bed. This morning I'm double espresso my mocha because I ain't making it without it. Yeah, I used to, before I finally got onto my medication, I used to drink a lot of coffee, dude. I used to do a quad shot of espresso from Starbucks. I think that's the shaken espresso. And yeah, I used to drink one of those in the morning. Back when I was drinking a lot of coffee. Nowadays, now that I take my medication on, it's Adderall, I only really take, like, maybe 1 cup of coffee every so often. So, definitely not as much as before. Why do I need less coffee now? So Adderall is a stimulant, and it is a very strong stimulant. It already raises your blood pressure and your heartbeat, because essentially the way that Adderall works is that the theory is that ADHD brains don't produce as much dopamine. And so the solution is to basically just give the dopamine to the ADHD brain. We have gaming grandma in here still. She can also explain it. She's a psychologist. But essentially, you just getting all of that serotonin, or all of that dopamine will just, like, it's dopamine and norepinephrine, I believe. You just getting all of that helps you manage symptoms of, like, not being able to focus, forgetting things. It helps you manage it a little bit better. So, because of that, because of it being a stimulant, it wakes me up quite a bit. So me taking a coffee on top of Adderall is basically like me doing, like, more coffee, essentially. It's like me doing a lot of coffee. It just stacks on top of each other, basically. Obviously, the method that was used to help with teething as a baby and toddler is frowned upon. It's literally a dab of whiskey or rum or anything like her. I have never heard of that, actually. Yeah, I used to have to take espresso too. I used to have to take a quad shot from Starbucks, the shaken espresso or whatever it is. Wow. Times are for sure different. Remember when my tata, it's my grandpa, tata, he tricked me into drinking Bud Light once, or Corona or something like that as a kid. He's like, you wanna try some? It tastes like what do you say? He said it tastes like soda. And so I did, and it tasted terrible. Hated that. I'm looking at this, like, frowny face, like, trying to discern whether or not I like that or not. Yeah, I have ADHD, so anything like espresso actually makes me super jittery, and I talk so fast sometimes, like this girl from Hoodwinked. Yeah, I know how that feels. Coffee was like the only thing that kept me functioning as well before I started taking some meds. It should be said that I still normally do take a coffee, but most of the time, well, I won't say normally then in that case, I still occasionally take in coffee depending on the length of the day. But my medication will last me 8 to 12 hours, so that's good. I don't have to ration it or anything like that throughout the day. The first time was me moving it, and the last time was her. Oh. Oh. Do I have side effects from the Adderall? No. No, not really. So when I first started taking it, because I was on Ritalin for a decent amount of time, like, I do get, like... Actually, I do have a side effect in that case. So I do get acid reflux very easily, being on the medication. And that sucks. I didn't have acid reflux as often without the medication. I still had it, right, obviously, but I do get acid reflux a lot easier on the medication, because the Adderall can interact with a lot of different foods and stuff. So that's one, but that's really like the most serious one also, so it's not like too serious. It does suck though, getting heartburn basically like all the time if I eat some triggering food, like if I eat something too heavy in garlic or something, like too greasy. I'll have to just deal with that, I guess. Yeah, so I just get it more easily now than I did back then, but it's manageable, you know. So it's not like terrible, like I'm getting it all the time, but it is. Oh look, wargs. Thought I heard footsteps. Anyway, I don't really get it like any... I do get it easier, but it's not unmanageable. It's, you know, I just gotta be a little bit more mindful about what I've eaten for the day. And drink some more water and take a Tums. And that can also affect the medication's effect as well, by the way. Since you ingest Adderall, if you have acid reflux, it could affect like how much of the medication that you're, or how effective the medication is probably the correct terminology. okay though. It works for me, so that's the plus side, is that it works for me. Yeah, if I don't regret it. That's gonna break. Yep. I will be happy when I get a new Xbox. I can play RTM again. What happened to your old Xbox? If you don't mind me asking. Try DGL Plus from Pure Encapsulations. It's a licorice derivative. Better than Tums. Thanks, Grandma. Appreciate it. Yeah, Eppurs was asking me if I had any side effects from my Adderall, and I just mentioned that I get acid reflux a lot more easily than I did before while on Adderall, so... See, it looked good from up there, but from over here, it doesn't look that good. Looks very blocky. Did you guys have fun? Alright. Yeah, that was this morning. Late night streaming, Davey. It is only 10 o'clock here in California. My hand has been forced. Well, for me, late is like... I had to think about that one, actually. What is late for me? Late for me is like... say midnight. Midnight to 2 a.m. is like the late. That's late for me. $1 a.m. for you. Sheesh. Hopefully you don't have early morning activities to do soon. Just take care of them. Okay. That's good, at least. That's off. Both of those are off. I built like 3 different roofs for this bridge now. One with granite stairs, one with just slopes, and now I'm trying the wood one, trying to see what I like. Have I gotten access to the second subreddit yet? Not yet, but it is 2 days now. I think the review process time right now is 5. So soonish. Should be soonish. When I checked earlier today, it was 2 days ago that I had submitted that request, so a couple more days here. And to be fair, they actually did it a day early last time too, so Yeah. Yeah, pretty soon. So hopefully that happens so I could get to work on it. And remember Axebeard was asking me today if we were gonna keep it or if I was just gonna delete it, and I told him that I was gonna keep it because there's like 8,000 people on that subreddit still. So it would be kind of messed up to just, you know, bonk it, if you will. It could just be a secondary subreddit, and that would be totally fine. It is pretty small in terms of subreddits, but it's like, I don't know how to describe it. The Moria, that subreddit, just r/return to Moria, is a lot easier to find. Because I imagine that when people want to look for a subreddit about Return to Moria, like, they'll use r/Return to Moria. They're more likely to do that because it's simple, right? So, the more that, like, they promote the other one, though, I'm sure it'll fix itself, but my thought process is that it's easier to find that other subreddit because when people are looking for a Return to Moria subreddit, they just do r/Return to Moria. So the same with the wiki. The Return to Moria fandom wiki is the German one, while LOTR Return to Moria is the English one. That's interesting. I didn't know that. When I search Return to Moria on Reddit, the return both subreddits. Interesting. I guess then now people would go to the one that has more people on it, right? So, oh, come on. It's not censored at all. Ah, it's like a smidgen. Oh, dude. Okay, there you go. Well, I want that arch in there. Nice, dude. Let's go. Still got the same effects that I wanted. How did he ascend the ledge like that? That was so weird. He has anti-grav boots, dude. Advanced orc technology. Jump shot. Wait, I don't have to jump. Let's go. I'm gonna still do it anyway for the beam. Yeah. Nice. Loot. Oh, hey, got it. Nice. Oh. Nah, I'll have to settle for that, I guess. It's gonna be covered anyway. The autosaved messed me up right there. I gotta go bribe this child's gums to let my child sleep, so a little vanilla ice cream and some milk should help soothe them. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us, Gingy. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Good night and good morning. Yeah, so that's right. It's morning time for Eppurs. Nah. How does that even happen, my dude? What are we building this evening? Hi, Warren. How are you doing? So actually, we're finishing up a bridge right now. This is like the third roof that I've tried for this bridge. So I'm trying one of my wood roof technique things, and see how that looks. But we did finish this building just now, or not just now, I guess, but about what, half an hour ago or so, maybe a little bit more than that. So I built this from the ground up. It's a bookstore. So it's Eppurs bookstore, actually. She's in the chat. So you got a nice little neat bookstore to come and get all of your knowledge needs. And she's got a really nice studio above, super high archway ceilings and such. Really nice bed wrapped in curtains and lights, and a really fancy kitchen. Compact and cozy, with a walk-in closet, a hearth, and some brew. Super compact and cozy, with extra storage at the top. So, yeah, we finished this. Ow. We finished this about 50 minutes ago. I've seen some of the things up. And then that's Gold Rock Manor right there next to it. But yeah, this bridge was like not aligned for a while, and so it was bothering me too, so I decided to take a crack at it again. And this is the third roof that I've built for this. I've tried a sloped roof, I've tried a granite stair roof that I did for that one over there, actually. So yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. So I'm trying this roof. Looks pretty good, but like against the stone, I'm not 100% sure about. Because you got the stone on it too. It's just like if I'm gonna go for the whole wood thing, I might as well go for like all wood, you know? And if that's the case, then I need to start taking this thing down, but I don't want to jump to conclusions, I suppose. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. The roof itself isn't bad. It's the stuff below it that, like, I'm thinking about right now. Would it be possible to visit? Actually, yes, you can visit the bookshop. Although I actually have FiremaneKeep running on a dedicated server, but the version of that world is prior to finishing this. So this is actually the offline version. So I can just, because I was testing it today with, was having Axebeard and others test the server today to see how it ran, and I've gotten some mixed results here and there with how it runs with people in there. This is Dwarven. This is the upper city. And really the only recognizable part at this point is the front of it, which is where you initially come in with the giant lantern statues over there. Giant lantern statue ladies. Ah, okay. Yeah, over there. And the giant chasm in the middle, yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, we went all the way down there too. Happy to wait. I will send you, I will push the new version of FiremaneKeep to the server probably after the stream, and then I'll send you the code to it so that you can pop in and explore and such. If there's anything that you want to add, like personal effects and stuff, just let me know. And I'll give you the permissions, because I think by default no one has any permission to build, unless it's like, you know, people I'm okay with. Like I know that Axebeard and them built a giant tower of wood scraps that's just chilling in my Mines of Moria area. On the dedicated server. Let's see. I think I like this, but I want to see something. Want to see. I actually had quite a time managing the server today. I used the servers through Nitrado, and that's not bad. It's not a bad experience, though. I ran into some weird issues here and there with them, or not with them, but like with running the server through the web interface that they have. And for some reason the configuration file for that is... Sorry, the configuration file wouldn't let me change through the web interface, at least, like how many bubbles you could load. And that sucked, but I got to Dwarven and my CMOS battery died 4 hours before, and I lost all my progress. I didn't realize it. I thought I lost everything. I deleted everything and started over. I'm in the Mines. Man, that sucks, dude. I feel it though. I have a pre-built desktop, and they gave me a really insufficient power supply unit in the desktop. They gave me like a 650, and like the specs for my desktop at the moment are an i7. Before I upgraded, at least, it was an i7 14th generation, and then it was the NVIDIA 3060, and then it was a 8 gigs or 16 gigs of RAM, and before all the peripherals and stuff, that was definitely not enough power. So I had to upgrade. I upgraded it to I think it's like an 850 or 950, I think. A lot more than I need, but like, you know, at least I'm comfortable now knowing that my computer gets sufficient power. But anyway, the main point that I brought that up was that when that happens, when my PSU crapped out, I lost my world, my sandbox world, and in that world I was almost to 1,000 days in that world, 1,000 days in the mines, and I completely lost that world. I had so much stuff built in that world and everything, so I know where you're coming from on the restarting and stuff. What was your source? My power supply unit, you mean? Oh, like, you mean like where was it plugged in? Oh, I don't know what it was. It wasn't a brand I wasn't even familiar with. Anyway, the power supply unit is plugged into the outlet in the wall, and the supply unit that they gave me was some brand that I never even heard of before. It wasn't even gold standard or anything. It was just some really super cheap, from what I could tell, a really super cheap power supply unit that, like, they probably shoved in there so that they could, you know, sell the desktop for cheaper than what it's worth, you know. That's the problem with most pre-builds, is that, like, you get what brand comp? Let me check. I'd actually have to check my Amazon because the last time that I ordered the new one, let's see. Sorry, so I'm AFKing at the moment because I'm checking my order history on Amazon. Not exactly AFK, but yeah. Orders. Let's see. To 2024. It's taking me a lot longer to find than I thought. Alright. It is a Corsair RM series 2021 850 watt 80 plus gold certified modular power supply, according to this. So Corsair RM series gold certified. That's the one I upgraded to. Can't remember what the other one was. It was like it like barely fit in there too. The one that I had, it had like you know, most power supply units come with like extra cords or longer cords and stuff that you can plug into it, into the mod, into the back of it. It didn't even have that. It was like a weird cage that was inside, and it went directly into the power supply unit. So it didn't give me much flexibility. It looks like they stretched like the cords of that as much as they could, like possibly could, when like they set up the pre-build. So I don't know, man, but the good thing now is that I have a good power supply unit, and I have this world, and I'm smart now, and I have backups of this world, backups of most of my worlds. I have so many places where I save them now. That's not... How did that happen? Okay. Then I upgraded to 64 gigs of RAM as well on top of that. I think my next upgrade will be upgrading the SSD to like a 4 gig. I have, or a 4 terabyte. I have a 1 terabyte, and it's like, with games getting so like big nowadays, like installing just a handful of really big games, like just, you know, takes up most of my space. And the fact that like I'm doing like, you know, coding projects and stuff like that on the side doesn't help either. So that takes up more space too, because every project I make, you know, takes a certain amount of space as well. I upload as much as I can to the cloud, but it's not enough. Yeah. How long have you been playing the game for, Warren, by the way? Just curious. About 2 months. Nice. I've been playing since the game launched on Epic Games like a year ago, along with a couple of other people here too. If they're still here, Axbeard, everyone else in the chat, I think, has played since then, if I remember right. We remember the days when building was really hard. Let's see if that lines up. I'll be honest with you, like, I think I played the game through when it first came out. I played the game through once. No, I played it about 3 times. I beat the game about 3 times. But once sandbox mode came out for this game was when I really started playing this game. And now I have like 1,200 hours. I only started in November. Wow. Now I'm in pretty hardcore. Yeah, once you're in, you're in, you know. Although I do think that survival craft games like are the same for me, how you explained. Like, they can either suck me in for months at a time, thousands of hours at a time, or it takes me a bit more effort, you know. so. And with Moria, I don't think I ever had a problem of needing to be sucked into it. Oh, nice. New computer. What was your upgrade, if you don't mind me asking? A friend gifted me the game and wasn't quite sure if I'd like it. Now she's watching me dive headfirst into the Discord and the wiki, and I've a lot more playtime under my belt than she has. That's awesome. Awesome, Eppurs. And Warren as well. What? That was weird. You can clamor on this? How do you clamor on that? That doesn't make any sense. Making sure that doesn't happen so you don't accidentally fall to your death. i17. Oh, sorry. I read that wrong. i7 14th gen. Nice. 64 RAM. Nice. 2 terabyte. Wow, let's go. Dude, you got a 4060 Ti? No way, dude. That's awesome. You're ballin', dude. You didn't just upgrade, dude. You got like a supercomputer. You're like the guy... You're like the guy who runs a 4060 Ti, but for Minecraft. Hey, to be fair though, Minecraft takes a lot of RAM. It takes a whole lot of RAM, especially when you start getting into the modding scene. Oh man. Awesome safety rails. Thanks, Alaska. Appreciate it. They lined up pretty nicely this time around. Usually I have to do some weird, tricky stuff to get them to line up. Damn. I'm actually kind of jealous, bro. 4060 Ti is awesome, dude. Although I am pretty happy with my 3060. I mean, there's no reason for me to upgrade at the moment. It's not like I'm playing, you know, games that are that heavy. Why is it always like that, my dude? You had a 1050? I mean, like, hey, that 10 series for NVIDIA was some of the best stuff they've ever made. Like, Like, my friend to this day still runs a 1080 Ti. I mean, at this point now, he's finally starting to bottleneck and stuff because he has a really old CPU. And his CPU just can't keep up with, like, all the games that have a high demand for a really good, you know, CPU. Like, I think the one game he tried to play was Warhammer Space Marine 2, and he bottlenecked pretty hard on that one. The CPU just wasn't fast enough. To be fair, that game is massive. Dang. I had it, dude. I had it. I saw it. I seen it. Ah. Oh, I got it. Nice. Didn't have to use the railing crossbeam trick. It has a HDD in it too, slow as a send to start up, and it's crazy how fast technology has moved nowadays. Like, really good technology back then is just like obsolete completely. Like, within a matter of, now it feels like within a matter of years. Like, at this point, just give it like a year and something will be obsolete again. Not obsolete, but you know, like a really good, better option will come out. That works. I looked inside this mood computer and I couldn't find the M.2 SSD, then realized it was on the motherboard as a bend and pull out. Wow. It's crazy all the stuff that they like just embed into the motherboard nowadays. Not embed, I guess, but like create weird systems. Thought it was at least a stick. Yeah. I don't understand how you can clamber onto this. That just does not make any sense to me. Okay, so I guess you can just clamber onto those in general. this is not gonna work because, yeah, that's not. I can do this though. This one here. Cool. I have zero imagination when it comes to building this stuff. I don't think that people have zero imagination. I think, you know, maybe a little bit goes into that. But, like, I feel like if you spend enough time in the game, and just, like, building in general, you know, you're bound to get better at it, right? So, some of it is creativity, some of it is imagination, but a lot of it is the time that you spend building in general. And, to be fair, a lot of the things that you build in this game are square, because you can only rotate things at a 90-degree angle on the x-axis. So, like, you can't, you know what I mean? Like, everything is square. But, I guess my advice for that is, if you're building stuff, yeah, like what Alaska just said just now, we all have to start somewhere and ask, what if I put this here? Like, this whole restoration, I guess I could call it rebuilding, it didn't just start with me deciding one day to build something huge. It was like a culmination of, like, a bunch of stuff, you know? Like, a bunch of stuff that I built. And a lot of the stuff that I built before I started actually doing YouTube again, or just YouTube in general, was stuff on Discord and stuff that I submitted through, like, challenges and stuff. So, like, you know, I got, like, there's, like, a lot of my, like, earlier builds and stuff on the Discord that, and, you know, that I'll eventually post to YouTube. But, like, stuff like this took me a lot of trial and error. It took me a lot of, like, thinking about it. It took me a lot of, I mean, I think that all of this took me months to build. I've been working in this world since late October of last year. On and off, but I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it took me a long time to do a lot of this stuff. And, it's really just like, oh, you know, like, what if I had a pub? What if I had a tavern? What if there are tons of chairs in here to sit? Like, what do you think about when you see a tavern, you know? Like, what if there are people that live around here? What if there is a bridge right here? What if they built a bridge right here because, you know, no one wants to waste their time walking all the way to the other side? What if there were, like, multiple ways to get to places? Because, you know, dwarves are like that. They'll build something completely grand and large just for the sake of convenience, or, you know, because it looks cool. Like, the lore of this game is that they... The lore of this game is like, you know, when Gimli sets out to the west gate of Moria, he builds an entire facade, which is the menu screen, and that was just while they were trying to get into the mountain too. So yeah, but a lot of what Alaska and Eppurs are saying right now, like trial and error, just think about it. Like, you know, use real places as inspiration, or like I would say even use start small. Use other inspiration from other fantasy, right? A lot of my inspiration comes from Warhammer Fantasy. And in Warhammer Fantasy, the dwarves build huge stuff. Like, those statues over there is very, very common in Warhammer Fantasy. And I look at a lot of, like, the old, like, concept art and stuff, too, if I do need inspiration. A lot of this is mostly, I would say, stuff that I think about for a long time, so that really destroy those. Yeah, you know what, like, and that's where I started too, Warren. I started just, like, before they made, like, a bunch of changes to the build stability in, like, their very first update, and even before then, I started by... I don't think I ever built an actual base until they made a couple of updates. And then after that was when I started building my own bases. I used to only really build and slightly expand on, like restored buildings. You know, I would repair them with the granite pieces, or like the adamant stuff, and then I would like add to it slowly over time, just like build extra rooms or something. So it could start there for sure. And I think the RNG buildings have a lot to take inspiration from too. I mean, if you could find some that are intact enough, you know, to build at least. But in my experience, some of them are intact enough for you to get inspiration from. But yeah, when I mean, your sentiment though about like not feeling creative enough for having imagination or stuff, you know, like that's stuff I used to think too when I first started playing like survival craft games. And I just want to say, you know, you do, dude. You have the imagination and you have it, like you have the creativity to do it. You just gotta spend some time to tap into it, you know, and it'll come with time. Time and effort. Yeah, I remember I used to look at a lot of like the things that people built in like games like Valheim, and like how big those structures were, and I was like, dang, that's really cool. I wish I could build something like that. And the only time I ever was able to build something even remotely close was when I was playing with some friends who also really like to build, and I kind of learned from him too. So I'm using the encampment and the mines at the moment, but I want to find something that will make me build from the ground up. almost, I won't say every place, but I'll say that almost every place could be a potential place where you build from the ground up. Obviously, there are some places that are better than others in this game. Like, Upper City has very tall ceilings. Chamber of Marzabul over there is pretty good. Those Westgate rooms are actually a lot bigger than you'd think they are. Especially if you tear down the RNG buildings. The ceilings are actually pretty tall. I see a lot of people build too in the Elven Quarter, like you said. They do a lot of builds from the ground up in there. Another popular one is the Lower Deeps, the lake. Hey, look, there's orcs. What's another popular place? The Desolation is very popular too because it's just very horizontal and vertical, so, and it's just one really big room, and you got the bridge in there too. So yeah, like, just start like small in those rooms and then see where it goes from there is like my main advice to you. Or start wherever it looks like a good spot to you, I guess. For me, I started at the top floor because that top floor is actually sealed off. You can't really see on the map, but like, there's no way to get up to that place but from over there and that staircase that's over there. So it was really easy for me to close off and defend while I built all that stuff up there. And you know, you can always change up your bases later, you know? So, like, you don't have to, I guess, be locked into only using bases for aesthetic or functionality. Like, it can be both temporarily or long-term. I try to have all the things that I build have some kind of utility or function. Out of the box place to build. It's a good question. Honestly, you know what? Like, I've never seen anyone build in that, you know where you are right now in the Mines of Moria area. That room is actually very, very vertical, and a lot bigger than some people think, and a lot of that upper portion of that room isn't really utilized a lot. It is very tight. It is a very tight and narrow space, but, like, I've honestly never seen someone build in there that, like, other than, I think, Axebeard, who built a bridge once. But I've never seen someone do, like a full, unique build in that room from, like, the ground up. And if they have, I probably missed it. So that would be interesting. I mean, like, being that vertical, though, will have a lot of challenges. It'll be very narrow. You'll need to work with, like, the space. But, I mean, I think you can do it. Just, remember, you know, like, your integrity, system. It's, the adamant in the game will be the best in terms of stability, so if you need to, you can use adamant as the skeleton and granite as the, because it'll snap really nicely too. Why does that keep breaking, dude? Okay, so, like, for example, you could set an adamant block down and then you can lay it over with stuff. Like, you could do like that, and then you could do that on all four sides, and then you could do a granite column, and then there you go, you got like a makeshift column, right? And it's very stable because not only do you have 4 columns, but you have an adamant block straight in the middle to give it more stability too. So if you ever have problems where you run into like stability issues, just remember that adamant and columns are really important. You can definitely build really good stuff with just granite. I just like the adamant because it gives everything more like thickness and stability in general. You don't have to fight with the game for, you know, stability. Yeah, no problem, man. I'm also on the Discord too, the official Discord. So like, if you ever have a question or anything like that about building, if you want me to shoot me a message, I'll answer you. Usually I'm at work though, like during the day, but I'll definitely answer you when I can, and I'd be happy to give you advice or tips or help or anything. Good night, Eppurs. At least in your case, good morning. Oh, you're Piccolo. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I've seen you in the Discord then. Yeah, Axebeard is also a very good builder. If you ever need to ask some questions, he usually tends to be a lot more available than I am. And he actually has built some pretty good stuff too. Some very good stuff. And our other good buddy is Miriak Firmax. He's around here on YouTube as well. I'm sure you've seen him in the Discord and stuff. He has a whole series where he builds the RNG buildings. Yeah, he has a whole series on his YouTube where he builds the RNG buildings, and I watched through some of those, and those are really good too. I haven't really gotten around to doing tutorials, I guess, because one of the tutorials I've been wanting to do, because people keep asking me, is how you do the wood roofs. Like that one over there that I just built. Randomly generated RNG. So just the random buildings that you can find out in, you know, Moria. The ones that you can just repair and use as your base if you want. He builds... Mariak ended up building a lot of those. Yeah. Nice. It's looking good. Okay, I like the way the bridge turned out now. Although, like, I'm still kind of 50-50 on the granite stuff. The wood. Cool. Okay, well, I'm off for the evening. Have fun. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, Warren. Or I should say Piccolo. Really appreciate it. And, yeah, don't hesitate to reach us on Discord if you have any questions or anything. On that note, salute, rock and stone. It never gets old. Alright, guys, so with that, though, 3.5 hour is usually my sweet spot for streams. It is also 11 o'clock, but yeah, we got a lot done. We finished Eppurs bookstore, we built that bridge, and we added a bunch of railings everywhere, so I'm pretty satisfied with that progress. I'll probably go around and like add lights and stuff on my own later, but I'm definitely gonna put out a video for Eppurs bookstore and maybe the general area around here. But yeah, so I gotta tune in. I gotta go to bed soon. Say hi to my wife and stuff, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. I stream next at 12:30 p.m. PST, and then I have my featured Steam stream on Thursday, and that's on the same time frame, 12:30 p.m. PST. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for that one. I think I might turn on the webcam and wear my Gimli outfit that I wore for Halloween, so I'm pretty excited. Yeah, it was a good stream, guys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate everyone. See you later.